Hello, my puppy pupils. Oh, oh my gosh, my voice kind of raspy. This is my first time speaking all morning. Hello. I have not said a single word this morning. Usually I like talk to myself a little bit. I didn't talk to myself this morning and I'm speaking and I'm like, oh, I sound like I just woke up because I did. I literally sound like I just woke up. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, good morning indeed. Good morning, Nat. Let me take a little sippy sip of my water. Hold on. You know, when you first wake up and your voice is a little deeper and a little raspier, that's me right now. I woke up 30 minutes ago. I woke up and I said, hey guys, I'm gonna be late for stream because I just woke up. You stayed up all night? Oh, I go to bed, Panda. What are you staying up all night for? You telling me I'm the only British person here? Probably not. Probably not the only one. Maybe in the Discord, but probably not here. I doubt it. Oh my goodness. I was preparing for stream in the last 30 minutes where I woke up. I didn't eat breakfast. I literally woke up and went to my computer. And I started to remember something. I remembered that, remember... If y'all were around last year, remember I was I am, sorry, it has not changed. I am partnered with Best Friends Animal Society, the charity organization that like helps give homes to doggos and cats and horses and birds, literally any animal out there that they can. And we haven't done a fundraiser for them in a long time. I raised probably a good $300 last year, and I want to do more things with Best Friends Animal Society. That's why my ending string at the end always says, if you donate $25 or more. But I haven't done anything like Best Friends Animal Society related. So expect some sort of stream coming up about that. Because I was thinking about that today. I was like, I have not raised money for this organization in a while. Oh, guys, I canceled stream yesterday. You want to know why? You're gonna be mad at me. You wanna know why I canceled the stream yesterday? I had the strong urge to clean yesterday. Like I didn't want to do anything else but clean. So I canceled stream and I literally cleaned the house for 5 hours. I did nothing but clean. I vacuumed. I picked up all the stuff off the floors in a lot of different rooms. I vacuumed everything out, everything, every single rug, every single carpet. I vacuumed everything out, did all the dishes. I cleaned the table. I cleaned the dining room. I cleaned the living room. I cleaned my bedroom. But I live in a decent sized house, so I only really cleaned half the house. I still gotta do part 2 today. I haven't cleaned any. We have 2 bathrooms. I haven't cleaned any of the 2 bathrooms. We have 3 bedrooms and I only got a chance to clean 1 of them. I didn't get a chance to mop the floor. Literally 4 hours of cleaning in my house is like half of the house. I got 4 more hours I gotta do. So as soon as I end stream today, you best bet I'm gonna be cleaning. Or I'm gonna be playing Persona. I've been playing Persona 5 a lot lately with Kotaru. Yeah, 2 bathrooms. Is that a crazy concept? 2 bathrooms. I'm in my childhood house. I'm renting my childhood house from my parents. So I'm paying my parents every month to live here, basically with Kotaru, while my parents live in their new house. And they're going to sell their house to me very soon. They said the goal is to try to sell it around July, but my parents are a bit wishy-washy, so it'll probably be a lot later than July. But they are selling their house to me for full price, of course. I am their daughter, so they'll let me stay here, but they are not going to give me this house for free, all right? Nobody got that kind of money. So yeah, I am renting my old house I grew up in. This is my childhood house. It's pretty interesting. You have a singular one? Interesting. I've never been in a house with only 1 bathroom because I've only ever lived in this house. So I mean, I feel like you kind of have to have 2 bathrooms though when you're a set of parents with 4 kids, sometimes 6 when you're when the 2 kids that you take care of come over. So 4 to 6 kids in the house at once. I feel like one house might have been one bathroom might be a little bit chaotic. Absolutely, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. We have 3 bathrooms. I like having. It's nice having 2 bathrooms when there's only 2 people in the house too, because now like, if I really need to use the bathroom but Kotaru's in there, I can just run to the other one. You know, there's like that's not an issue. So I do appreciate having 2 bathrooms. One bathroom we do everything in, and then the other bathroom is just kind of it's just kind of there, you know. That's like the emergency extra bathroom. Like if the main bathroom is like occupied, then you go to the second bathroom. You have to share it with 4 other people. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got a short bladder. If I had to share one bathroom with 4 people, we'd be cleaning up a lot of accidents. I gotta go to the bathroom like every hour. Every hour. I have 3 bathrooms. Even in my old trailer, I had 2. I live with my grandma now. 2 upstairs and 1 down the stairs. I used to live in a trailer. You know, I didn't know. This is going to be a sheltered Cyan sentence. A very sheltered Cyan sentence. But I didn't know that people lived in trailers until I was in like late high school. Because we have we have a lot of trailers here. Like, but we would drive past them and never really thought much of it. We have a lot of trailer classrooms. So schools have trailers in them, right? It took me like years and years before I realized that those trailer like areas we'd see, a lot of them were for just like housing. I always was under the impression that trailers were only used for classrooms, because at the school I teach, we have trailer classrooms. At all the schools I grew up going to, we had trailer classrooms, you know, like they'd be like, oh, 1st grade is out on the trailers. Oh, 7th grade has trailer classes, you know. I had no idea that people lived in those until like a lot later, despite passing very many like trailer home, like, what do you call them? Trailer neighborhoods? Despite passing many different like trailer neighborhoods and stuff, you know. Did you hear Saw 11? No, I don't know anything about Saw 11. What is that? Honestly, you like my voice? Thanks, it's very raspy right now. It's kind of raspy. I just woke up, you know. You know, you wake up and your voice is raspy and deeper. Yeah, that's how my voice is right now. I've noticed my voice has been a lot raspy this summer. Isn't that weird? Like, I'm not teaching anymore because it's the summer. You would think that me not teaching for the summer would make my voice crystal clear, but I've noticed that like it's starting to hurt to talk a little bit, and I don't know what that's about. I think it's because I've been eating bad, so my acid reflux is getting to me. And I usually eat a lot better than the school year. So I think it's a pretty voice, thanks. I'd be over there editing my shorts and my reels and stuff, because my goal is to post 1 short per day this summer. That's my goal. So I've been editing shorts and reels and stuff, and every time I have to edit, I'm like, ooh, Cyan, why is your voice so raspy? Oh my gosh. You sold your trailer for 100K. That's a pretty decent price. Heck yeah, man. You're dressed like a supernatural character. Oh, what supernatural character though? Also, good morning, Alfredo. You're melting in this heat. How hot is it? Come to America. Come to America. You'll have air conditioning here. I heard they don't have air conditioning in Europe. Like, are y'all okay? What do you do if you don't have air conditioning? You just melt all day. Like, you're trying to go to bed, but it's too hot, so you just can't sleep. Like, I don't know. My house is always cold. It's always a degree of cold. We keep our house at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little chilly. We keep it at cold. Every day it's cold. I wake up, I'm cold. I go to bed, I'm cold. I usually stream with a little blanket on my lap. I don't have the blanket right now because it's in the washer. So, but I usually stream with a little blanket on my lap because I'm usually cold. After tax and everything, we only got 75,000. Yeah, that makes sense. Taxes suck. They take so much money away from you. Like, taxing is it's kind of crazy, like, especially when you're like employed and they show you each paycheck how much money you would be getting and how much money they give you. Dude, they take so much out of your paycheck for like taxing purposes, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Only 1/3 of homes in the UK have AC. Yeah, I heard about that, because everyone used to complain about heat waves and how hot it is when it's not like that hot compared to like American heat. But then I learned, and everyone's like, oh, that's crazy. Like, how are they even hot? And then I learned they don't have AC. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Because, like, it gets hot here, but it's like fine because, you know, you can just stay indoors. Oh, it's a hot day. Just stay indoors in the air conditioning. I can't imagine it being even slightly hot. Like, even let's say it'd be like 75 degrees. That's like kind of hot inside of a building. Inside of a building, 75 degrees is hot, you know? Outdoors, 75 feels great when the wind's blowing. But inside of a house, if my thermometer is ever set to like 75 or 76, that's hot, you know? So I can't imagine not having AC, you know? Watching this after finishing my PowerPoint. I should be asleep right now, but researching facts about quantum mechanics. Whoa, you're smart. You're too smart to be here. What, we got smarties in the chat? Hello? You're too much of an intellectual to deal with such a dumb dog, you know. I'm just kidding. I'm not a dumb dog. I'm a teacher. I'm a moderately dumb dog. I can't stand the heat. Me neither. I always wonder how differently people feel heat because you learn in science class that darker colors absorb the heat more, and then darker colors absorb heat, yeah. And then, but like, I have melanin. I'm a black girl. So I always wonder, do I feel heat differently? Like, is heat hotter to me than it is to someone with lighter skin? Because in theory, you absorb darker colors, absorb heat more. And I am a darker color by nature, right? My skin tone's darker. So like, is heat hotter for me than it is for someone who's fair or light-skinned? I always wondered about that. I always did. But then people with light skins, they burn because they don't have melanin. Like, I understand that melanin is like a protection from heat. So like, we feel the heat in theory. We feel the heat more, but are less affected by it, right? Like, we don't get sunburn. I've never had a sunburn in my life, and I don't use sunscreen. You know, in theory, yeah. You never thought about it like that? It's questions I've been thinking about lately. When like people be like, oh, my skin's burning. I'm like, it is. And they get a sunburn. I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Oh, okay. High melanin has higher heat resistance. So like, it does have heat resistance, yeah? Like I'm not going to burn or get sunburns if I stand out in the sun. Does that mean I feel the heat less? Darker colors absorb heat more. So in theory, I should feel heat more. But we're heat resistant, so I feel heat less? Or does the heat just not affect me as much? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Have you ever kept your childhood blankets? I still have my froggy blanket. Oh, no, not childhood blankets. I hold on to stuffed animals. I have a lot of stuffed animals. I have this white bear stuffed animal with it has like a red scarf around its neck. And her name is Marie. I named her Marie. It's a stuffed animal my sister gave me right before she went off to college when I was a kiddo. I still have that one. I still have a Valentine's Day like dog stuffed animal that I named Danielle years ago that my dad gave me on like Valentine's Day, like maybe 15 years ago. I do hold on to old ones. It's UV resistance and specific, I think. If you feel the heat more, maybe it makes you take cover earlier. It's UV resistance. So I would feel the heat less. Yes? These are those like thoughts that I've been having a lot lately. Being unemployed for the summer, because I'm a teacher, right? I don't have a job right now. So being unemployed for the summer has got me laying down in bed and thinking about the most random questions imaginable. Because I have nothing better to do right now. It's really odd. I've actually found myself feeling more anxious, surprisingly, than when I'm employed. I'd be laying down trying to go to bed and I'd be feeling nervous and I'm like, girl, what are you nervous about? You literally have nothing to do. It does not make sense to me at all. I genuinely have been feeling anxious this week. There's nothing to feel anxious about. I'm not employed. I don't even leave the house and I'm feeling nervous. Ain't that weird? I'm not nervous about streaming because I'm very comfortable doing it. Been streaming for 5 years. I'm not nervous about living in my house, you know, like I genuinely don't get it. Darker skinned people feel a lot more heat, but in exchange they are very heat resistant. So wearing bright colors during the summer is better than wearing dark colors. I do know that. In the summer, you do not want to wear dark colors. I don't wear dark colors anyways. I only wear bright colors. You'll see me wear pinks and blue. Basically what I'm wearing now, you'll see me wear pinks and blues. I don't have many yellows. I got like 2 yellows, maybe. Mostly a lot of pinks and light blues and white. I love white. I love mixing a white shirt with like a very crazy colored skirt, you know? Like I'd wear like a white shirt with like a very pink and vibrant skirt, or a white shirt with like, you know, I always like to wear, if I got a crazy design going on my skirt, I always make sure my like shirt is basic. I don't want like crazy design in shirt and crazy design in skirt and then crazy design in shoes. That's too much, you know, that's too much. Which also means the other way around. If I have a crazy design on my shirt, I'll wear like a solid color skirt too. I don't want to be looking too crazy. Also, welcome to Puppy Academy, folks. I never said that. I don't want to head to America. They don't have National Health Service, or better known as... Oh, yeah. You get used to it. You get used to it. You get used to it. It's okay. It's okay. Just don't get sick. Just don't get sick. Don't be like me. I'm a teacher. I get sick all the time. Just don't get sick. You don't understand how high my doctor bills be because I get sick all the time from teaching. And I have to, legally, the way my job works is you have to provide a doctor's note if you're out sick for 3 days, for 3 or more days. If you do not, then by definition of my teacher contract, I am relinquishing my position as a teacher. They legit, like, can straight up, like, just fire you if you were absent for 3 days or more and you don't have a doctor's note. So I get sick a lot, so I'm constantly going to the doctor just to get a note. Just to get a note, and that does add up. That does add up. It really does. Because every visit, if you go to like not like a big fancy doctor, you go to like a smaller little clinic or something, it'll be like $50 per visit. And I get sick like a lot. So it sometimes it could be $50 to $80 per visit. So it does add up. It does add up. Yellow, blue, green, and pink are the best colors for the summer. Oh, that's perfect. That's like all I wear. Except for green. I don't wear any green. I don't like the color green. I think I look terrible in green. I don't like green. What's that in pounds sterling? I have no idea. I have no idea. So anyways, y'all, today I pulled my list of questions back up. Hey, Adam! I pulled my list of questions back up. You know, the one, I had this list of like 300 questions, and sometimes on stream I do just chatting and we go to the questions together. I've done about probably about 7 or 8 streams of this now, and we're on question 93. So we're on 93 out of like 300 questions. So we're gonna get through it eventually. I like them though because they're really good talking points. They're very good questions, and it helps me remember a lot of stories. People always ask me like, Cyan, how do you have so many stories to like make shorts and other things about, you know, and like stuff like this. Giant list of 300 questions. At some point you're gonna remember some fun stories when they ask you specific questions, you know. You gotta go to sleep now? Okay, good night, Angel. Good night. I hope you have a good day. Good night, good night. Na na na. Alright, we are on 93. We are in question number 93 out of 300, y'all. Ready? Question number 93 says, what's your favorite article of clothing you own? Where did you get it and how long have you had it? My favorite article of clothing. Oh, so this is a fun story. My dad is an artist. If anyone doesn't know, my dad is an artist. I started wanting to do art because of my dad. So he used to I would draw something and I would bring it to him for his approval. And my goal as a kid for a long time was to draw something that he would say was amazing. Because my dad is one of those guys, he's not going to lie to you. So he's gonna say, no, that's okay. It looks okay. Yeah. And that means it's mid, you know? If I draw something and I show it to him, he goes, that looks okay. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna go frown and I'm gonna go try again, all right? So, and then if he were to say like, oh, that's pretty good. That means you're in, boys. That means you did a great job. Or he'll say, I like this one. That means you did great, right? My dad's an artist. I grew up like trying my hardest to impress him, right? And what started off me wanting to impress him was that my dad used to make things for me. I think for a while, mostly he did like color pencil art and stuff. And he used charcoal, like the little charcoal things. But at some point when I was a kid, he wanted to learn how to do airbrushing. So he had his own little airbrush setup that he DIY. He DIY his own little air tank that could push air into his little airbrush, right? He DIY'd it. And he would make me these sleep shirts. He would buy a shirt that's like way too big. Like he would buy like a 5XL shirt, a massive shirt, and he would spray paint something I wanted onto the shirt. And it was huge. And I still wear them to this day because they're still massive shirts, all right? I still wear them to this day. The one that's my absolute favorite, my favorite article of clothing is one that he made, and it was for my 13th birthday. And on it says happy 13th birthday, and then he put a lot of like nice things up there. He put like night night and I love you and all this cute little things. And oh, hi Gunner, it's been a while. Hey. But yeah, it says happy 13th birthday, and then he put a lot of nice cute things, and it was so sweet. I remember when he gave that to me, I was like almost about to start sobbing, but I didn't like crying in front of people, so I just held the tears in. But like, that's my favorite article of clothing, the big oversized shirt that my dad spray painted for me. Oh my gosh, he made me more than one. He made 3 to be exact. One was he was learning how to draw, like the 13th birthday one was basically a practice shirt. Like, yeah, he put like happy 13th birthday and night night and I love you and all that stuff on it, but it's very messy. He had a lot of messy, like he used a bunch of stencils, he tried to draw a bunch of stuff. It was basically like a canvas that he just tried his best on, all right? It was still in his earlier days of doing it. But later he gave me a big red shirt that says night night on it in big like colorful font, and then another one was just SpongeBob. It was a big black shirt and it had a picture of SpongeBob on it. I have no idea where that SpongeBob shirt went, by the way. I have not seen it in years, and I did not throw it away. So those are my favorite clothing. Yeah, my dad's an artist. He's the whole reason that I grew up wanting to do art. I only stopped doing art recently. About 3 years ago, I stopped drawing and stuff in favor of pursuing VTubing a lot more, because being a VTuber takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. If you do it right, you know, like you're editing videos and shorts and clips and stuff, and you're going back and VOD scrubbing and you're collabing and talking with others, it can be a lot. So I stopped doing my own art in favor of just streaming more back then. So yeah, I have more time to do art now if I wanted to, though, considering I only stream 3 times a week. Back then I was streaming 5 times a week and feeling super burnt out because of it. But hey Gunnar, how have you been, friend? It has been a long time. How you been? Number 94. What's something you wish you enjoyed but never can seem to? I feel like there's something really big that I wish I could enjoy. Honestly, I wish I could enjoy things that Kotaru enjoys, my husband. There's a lot of stuff that he finds to be the most fun thing in the world. The most fun thing in the world, but I can never seem to enjoy it. Like, he likes ice skating. I wish I liked ice skating, because then we would like go out and we could ice skate together, but I get so scared I'm gonna fall and hurt myself that I just don't do that. Or he loves plane rides. I wish I could love plane rides. They're so stressful for me. I would travel literally everywhere if plane rides were enjoyable, you know? Literally anything that Kotaru enjoys, I wish I enjoyed. So we could do it together, do things together, you know? Like certain games. Me and him have zero like games in in common. Like I'd be wanting to play stuff with him, but all like the co-op games that I like, he does not like. And all the games that he likes that are co-op, I don't like. Like I want to play Lego Star Wars with him. He's like, that's boring. I don't want to play that. And I'm like, I want to play Kirby Air Riders with him. He's like, I don't want to play that, you know? And then he'll ask me the same thing. He'll be like, you want to play this? And I'm like, no, that's boring. It sucks. Okay, go get some good lunch, Owen. Goodbye, bye. Okay, I do a big stretch. So that's crazy. I wish me and him had a lot more in common. If you could play any instrument or learn any language in 2 hours, which would you choose and how would you use your talent? If I could play any instrument, I played trumpet for 9 years. I hate the trumpet. I don't like it. I don't like the trumpet. I played it for 9 years. I don't like it. I sounded good on the trumpet. Don't get me wrong. I was not bad at it. I sounded good. I could play my music and play my part. I do not like that instrument though. I found out pretty quickly that I don't like wind instruments. Any instruments I have to breathe to play. If I gotta breathe to play the instrument, I don't want to play it. If I could pick an instrument to just be like good at it instantly, it would be the cello. The cello that's collecting dust in the corner of my room because I impulse bought it last year around this time. Yeah. You got a question? What's your question, friend? I'm answering all questions today. But yeah, if I could pick any instrument to learn, I would definitely want to learn the cello I got sitting in the corner of my room. I just have not put any time towards it. Which, that reminds me, I did pay for a smart music subscription. Should probably check to make sure that's not going to renew. Can you draw me in pixel art? Of course you can. Of course you can. I love pixel art. Oh, and if I could learn any language in 2 hours, I would learn Japanese. I'm learning Japanese now. Oh, charity reward. Cyan learns cello on stream. I could be down with that. Yeah, you can add that to the list. I'm down. I'm down for that. I do. It's gonna sound bad though to listen to somebody learn an instrument, but I'm down for it. I could do it on stream. I know the basics of the cello. Because I learned it when I first got it, but I kind of forgot where the positions are. Cello is one of those instruments you have to learn by ear, you know what I mean? Because there's no like, it's not like trumpet where there's buttons you press down and the buttons guarantee, if you press down one button, you're guaranteed to at least play at least one of 3 notes. And you're like, okay, it's either gotta, if I'm pressing the first valve down, it's either gotta be a B flat or a D that I'm playing, you know what I mean? But when it comes to cello, you're pressing down on a string and you're just like crossing your fingers and hoping you're in the right spot, you know? So I would love to, and if I could learn a language, it'd be Japanese. I'm learning Japanese. Every day I do my little Japanese flashcards and I'm learning vocabulary. My goal is to learn a lot of vocabulary first. And then once I learn a lot of vocabulary, then to start like learning grammar. So I've been learning, since the summer started, I've been learning 15 vocabulary words per day. 15 per day. I'm using Anki, the little flashcard app. I've been using 15 words per day. Okay. Yesterday I learned... Never mind. I was going to tell you what word I learned yesterday, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Welcome to Puppy Academy, friend. It's for a series I've been doing called Pixelated VTubers. Oh, that's cute. I like that concept. That's a fun series. Hello. It's a fun series. Oh, number 96. Have you ever challenged or questioned the belief you held for a long time? I'm not going to answer that question because I feel like the only belief I've ever questioned was like religion related. So I don't really want to get into depth about that. Or at least like a strong belief I've had, I suppose. I can't think of like a smaller belief that maybe I questioned. Number 97. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? that's a hard question to answer. I don't know. I do think there is a degree of that like some things are too serious to joke about though. I'm not gonna lie. You can't joke about everything. If something bad just happened, please don't make any jokes about it. I used to hate that. You know, like you're having a bad day, you're super sad. You're super sad because something really bad like happened to you or happened to somebody around you and it's making you really upset. And then all of a sudden someone comes around you and starts cracking jokes. I'm like, bro, it depends on the kind of jokes that happen though. Because I remember something really bad did happen to me in college. I don't even know how to say it. Can you sound that out so I can say it though? I remember something really bad happened to me in college. And my roommate knows me really well. So she was like telling stories about unrelated things. And she was cracking jokes about that. And that made me feel a lot better. Because like if I'm upset about something, I don't really want to think about that thing anymore. So I remember that. She came with me. I literally was in the police like station like reporting a crime that I had just experienced. And she was sitting across from me, literally cracking jokes, telling stories about completely unrelated things and cracking jokes about them. And it made me feel so much better so fast. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's going on? I have a list of 300 questions and I've been slowly going through them over the course of multiple streams. Right now we're on question number 97 and we're about to talk about question number 98. Just spell it fast. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Whenever there's like a name that I don't know and you want me to say it fast, I feel like you're gonna try to get me to say something like bad. I gotta be skeptical when I'm on stream. I'm okay. I'm okay. How's it going? It's going good. Trying to nap. My neighbor put a banger song. It's called Air Nail Gun and Hair Compressor for 12 hours. Oh yeah, that's an amazing song. I love that one. You don't need to sleep. All you need to do is jam out to the air nail gun. Yeah. You love my avatar, thank you. Trying to pronounce. I tried to pronounce it last stream and I said I wasn't saying it right, so I don't know. I am now both a cat and dog parent. Oh, how lovely. I'm still a dog parent. Y'all know I got my baby dog named Shadow. Although she's not really a baby. She's like a million years old. She's like 10. She's on her last leg. But she is still my baby. Whether she is 1,000 years old or 1 year old, she will still be my baby. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I hope you understand. I gotta be a little skeptical when I'm on stream because I've had people come in my chat and say, "Oh, pronounce my name or pronounce this," and then you say it out loud and it says something sus, and you're like, "Bro, say I don't remember. I don't remember how to say it as you pronounce. I listened to that clip like 2 days ago." Papa's 3. The kitten is just maybe 6 weeks old. Oh, 6 weeks old kitten. Please put pictures of kitten in the happy corner in the Discord, please. Thank you. Number 98. What's the coolest project you've ever worked on? I don't think I've ever done any cool projects. Like I don't think I've ever done the only cool project I literally remember was a 5th grade project that I was really proud of. It is the only project that I found ever remotely interesting in my life. And it was we were talking about different biomes that different animals lived, and our project was to create some sort of like habitat for a specific set of biomes. And I remember using a shoebox, tearing apart a shoebox and putting like a bunch of like different details and like pop up like trees and stuff. It was kind of like a pop-up book, but inside of a shoebox. I can't really explain it because I don't remember exactly how it looked. I just get like flashes. It was so long ago. I just get like flashes of images of it. I remember being really proud of it though. It is the only fun project I've ever done in my life. Like outside of that, I cannot remember a single thing. Kitty pigs posted, yippee! So I've been watching some AI slop and it was hilarious, crazy. Guess what? No guessing chicken butts. That's not very nice. There, I'm a marching dog today. Please don't ask me to take off my glasses. I can't take them off right now. My little toggle is a little bit broken. So I either start the stream with no glasses or I start the stream with glasses on. I can't figure out what's wrong with it. I've tried to figure out how to take my glasses off and put them back on. I don't know. So unless you want to watch me manually take my glasses off. Watch me get rid of each individual layer bit by bit. That's all I could do. Number 99. Are you currently pursuing what makes you happy? Of course. Of course. I'm streaming. I'm a VTuber. That makes me happy. Someday I'm gonna be the biggest VTuber on the planet. I'm gonna be the biggest VTuber on the planet and I'm gonna be all over billboards and stuff. Just you wait. Just you wait. I've been having a lot of trouble with my VTuber rig. Any tips? Wait, what's wrong with it? You guys, I need to know what's wrong, so I can tell you what possible fix. What's wrong with it? Oh, hi, UBT. Hi, Panda. Panda, you are the voice chat king. You are the best yapper. You are the best you are the best yapper ever. I hope you know that. You were very good at holding a conversation and keeping a conversation flowing, and that's a skill that not everybody has. So you should be proud of that, friend. Someday you'll rule the world. I will indeed. Can't get it to load YouTube in the background. What do you mean by that? Like you have your model up and you want like a YouTube video just like playing behind you? Like what do you mean? I can't get it to sync to... Oh, you can't get your model to like sync to like a video, like a delay. Is it like a mic delay, like a delay in like your voice or what? Like I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm gonna need you to like DM me like a video or something of what you're talking about, okay? And then I could if I can help you, I can. If you DM me a video of what you're talking about. My DMs are open on Discord. I've never really had them closed. So, hello. How are you? Hi people, hi. It's a camera delay. Like it keeps crashing whenever I do. It crashes when you do the overlay? Oh, I don't know. Do you have... Is your computer specs like high? Because like it takes a lot to run a model. If it's crashing, it could just be that your computer might not be able to handle it. You need to, when you run your model and your overlays and stuff, you need to have keep Task Manager open and see if it maxes out your CPU or GPU. I feel more on the phone. Oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing about phones. I can't help you on the phone. I don't know anything about using your model like directly from your phone. I don't know. I use mine from my computer. Yeah, I don't know. It says Britain. We use burr. For example, like Manchester. Yeah. Oh, Jeebus. Hey, Cyan can't stay long. I'm on my way to work. Oh, hi, Jeebus. I hope you have a good day at work today. Yeah. What kind of work do you do now? Is it the same as before, or is it a little different? Yeah. Let me see. Number 100. What did you know was a mistake as soon as you decided to do it? And why did you go through with it anyways? Oh, that's a hard question. That's a mistake as soon as you just... What did you know was a mistake as soon as you decided to do it? Ooh, a mistake that I knew was a mistake as I was doing it? That's hard. Because I have anxiety, I think everything through before I do something. So if I think something's a mistake, I'm not going through with it. I'm not going through with it if I know it's a mistake as soon as I decide to do it. Well, can I talk about that on stream? Oh, I don't know. I have something in my mind, but I don't know if it's PG-13 enough to talk about. That's the only downside about being a PG-13 streamer. I can't share all of my personal life stories. It's nothing inappropriate. It's just something that I I don't want to necessarily talk about because I don't want to condone others to do it. So sad. It's so sad, but good luck on your performance. I found a workaround. I stream on Reality. Oh, Reality app. Yeah, I know about Reality. I don't know anything about and Screamers record my stream in there too. Yeah, I can't help with that. I don't know much about Reality. I know what you're talking about though. I know of that app. You still do deliveries, just a lot more though. So you always on the road? Yeah? 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 Yeah, I can't really talk about the mistake that I knew was a mistake as soon as I did it. I can't think of any other scenario either, so. Oh, number 101. In what ways are you stubborn? Dude, I'm a very, very stubborn person. If I can be very stubborn. A lot of times, the arguments that me and Kotaru have had with each other is because of me being stubborn. Like, he will try to convince me of something, and I'm like, no, no, no. A lot of things that I'm stubborn about is like, I'm trying to think of like, what am I specifically stubborn about? I can think of little situations like where I was like super anxious about Kotaru fixing something. He was like, I'm being as safe as I can, and I was like, I don't believe you. And so it got to the point like, whenever it comes to safety, I'm very stubborn about, and sometimes I can be overbearing in that regard. Because I feel like something's unsafe, I'll demand that it is unsafe, and then I'll fuss at Kotaru up and down if he continues to do that. I am very stubborn when it comes to what I portray as safety or not. And a lot of times he will be very, very safe the entire time. Like, he will be very, very safe. Hi, guys. He'll be super safe, but because I'm so stubborn, I'm like, no, you can't do that. So now he does certain projects when I'm not home. Or when I'm asleep, he'll wait until I'm asleep and he'll try to fix certain things because I'm like, no, you can't do that. That's not safe. We should pay for someone to do it. He's like, I'm not paying for someone to fix this thing I know how to fix. And I'm like, well, it's not safe for you. That's the most stubborn I'm on, is if I deem something unsafe, even if it is super safe and I deem it unsafe, yeah, then I will fight tooth and nail. That was a lot of our earlier arguments when Kotaru first moved into the house, because there's a lot of things that he wanted to fix about the house. It is a really old house, right? I grew up at this house. You know, I've been in this house for as old as I am, in my mid-20s. For over 20 years I've been in this house. You know, so there's a lot of things that are like run down and falling apart. And he wanted to fix certain things, and I was like, no, don't fix. No. Huskies are very stubborn. Yeah. Let me see. Number 102. What is a brief summary of your outlook on life? I guess for me, my outlook on life is that, well, I can tell you what I want to do in life. My goal in life has always been to just be happy. I'm not really one. Some people like pursue like, oh, they want to like be rich and live in a rich house and blah blah blah. My like goal has always just been to be happy, because my philosophy is like, you know, what's the point if I work day in and day out, if I work like a dog, if I work like a dog, but don't get to do anything fun just because I'm making money, then what's the point? You know, what's the point? I heard of a story recently. It's kind of sad. This person, he had worked like for, I think it was 37 years. He had worked for 37 years straight. He did not use any of his vacation time because he wanted that extra vacation time to roll over into extra monies when it was time to retire. So this person worked day in, day out, so they can enjoy their life after they retired. They literally worked for like almost 40 years. No vacation time, just work. And then as soon as they retired, they died. So they didn't even get to spend all the money that they had spent years building up, you know? Like, I just want to enjoy life every day. I don't want to wait and be miserable today so I can be happy 10 years from now. I just want to be happy all the time, as many days as I want to be happy. That's my philosophy on life. I work to be happy in the now. I don't work to be happy in the future, basically. Work to be happy in the now. That's always been my goal. It's why I'm a teacher. I don't make much, so sometimes Kotaru is like, come on, Cyan, are you sure you don't want a different job that gives you more money? And I'm like, no, because I refuse to be miserable in a different job that gives me more money. I like teaching. I do. I really do like teaching. I understand the teachers that leave the field. I do. There's a lot of problems with teaching and a lot of problems with students and stuff, but in admin, but I do like teaching a lot. I'll probably be a teacher for a million gajillion years, so hey, Feather. Or maybe one day I'll get fed up and take a break for a little bit, but I can't see myself not teaching for like a long time. My brother, my older brother, he's been a teacher. He's a few years older than me. He recently quit teaching. He got really fed up. Mostly because of the finances, you know, like when you are being a teacher, really are like going in knowing that you're not going to be making much money, and he didn't like living paycheck to paycheck basically. So, but I don't have that problem just because I'm married. That does help, you know, being in a 2-income houses does help, but I can't really imagine being single income and being a teacher. I feel like that's a lot harder, you know. Got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Oh, okay. I'm glad you can find joy and fulfillment in that work. It's important work. It is. Now, every day is not very joyful, but some days, most days are. This year, though, we are getting a new principal, and that's scary to me because I've only ever reported to one principal before. But when you change admin, you change everything. So I'm really, really scared that changing the because the principal can change literally everything and change how the classrooms are run, how the school is run. So I'm really hoping that I still enjoy teaching this year. Y'all cross your fingers, and let's hope that the new principal that we got is a good principal, because a bad principal can really break the system. One thing I'll say about my previous principal, I didn't like them as I wouldn't try to go out my way and befriend them. Basically, they're okay, but they're not like someone I'd want to like talk to more than I like have to. But I will say that principal was a really good principal. They were a good principal. Like, yeah, I wouldn't stick around and have a conversation with them, but man, did I appreciate the work they did as a principal. So it's kind of makes me a little nervous going into next year, because what if this principal isn't as good as the last one, you know? The last one did a lot of good things, so we'll see. Let's see. We can either get a principal that's just as good or better, or we can get one that's 10 times worse, so we'll see. I did do a lot of research on the new principal, though, because they told us the name of the principal 2 days ago, and used best bet I started Googling this person and learning everything about their history. Number 103, what are you most likely to be arrested for? Even if you don't do anything illegal, what crime do you think you'd most likely commit? None? I am a goody two-shoes with anxiety. I can't imagine getting arrested. I can't imagine getting arrested. I don't know. I have never done anything like bad in my entire life. Most people in my city like speed. I don't even speed when I'm driving. I go exactly the speed limit. If that speed limit thing says 30, I'm going 30, you know? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. What would y'all be arrested for? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a goody two-shoes. Number 104. Think of your biggest regret. If you can go back in time and make a decision to keep it from happening, would you? I don't have any big regrets. My life has been really simple and really wholesome and really easy. I am not one who's experienced like anything kind of crazy. I haven't really done anything crazy too, because like I said, I'm a goody two-shoes. So I stay in my lane 24/7. I stay in my lane 24/7. So biggest regret, I don't really have any. Most also part of it is too is because of the way I view life. I'm sure there were things that I regretted in the past, but every action that you do leads to the present. So like I'm living a pretty good life right now. You know, I have a home, I have a husband and a dog and a good VTuber channel. I feel like even if there was something big that I regretted, because I'm sure there was something in the past that I regretted, that action led me here. You know what I mean? So I don't think I would go back in time and change it, because maybe if I didn't go through my regrets, then I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Hi, Ice Tune. Was not buying Bitcoin when I was 2. Yeah, I should have bought a house when I was 1 years old. When the housing market was better. Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Number 105. If you could be any animal, what can you be and why? Dog. Oof. Next question. 106. What is the worst thing about the place you live? The worst thing about my city, at least, is the traffic. I hate driving, and there's so many people here. Literally so many people. I learned how to drive near my college. My college is hours and hours away from where I live. I learned how to drive there. It was a small town. And I used to think that there's a lot of cars in that small town. I'd see like 6 cars at a time maximum. And I'd be like, oh man, that's too many. How am I ever going to learn how to drive when there's so many cars on the road? It's so scary. And then I moved back home after learning how to drive. I can't take my glasses off. I'm sorry. And I moved back home after learning how to drive. And I was like, whoa. This is truly the worst moment ever. What's going on? I'm answering... I have a list of 300 questions I go through very slowly, and I'm going through some of them today. We're on question number 105. This is like number 8. This is like stream number 8 of me answering these. Number 107. Well, also, the worst thing about my home, like the house I live in, is the layout. The house layout is terrible. You didn't get scammed. I'll give you your points back after stream. I did last time. I don't know if you noticed. Last time after the stream ended, I gave you yours back because you tried to redeem glasses then too. The worst thing about my house though is like the layout. The layout of this home sucks. Like, it sucks. It's really hard to figure out how to organize things here when everything is like in such a weird position, you know? What is the best thing about the place you live though? I don't know. I like the city sometimes. Sometimes, because we have really pretty areas that I like to hang out at with Kotaru, and we have some really pretty parks. That's about it. I like my house though because I know there's nothing wrong with it. Like the layout's bad. There's like parts of the wall that's like tearing because it's old, but that's the worst issue this house has. Like we don't have any crazy thing going on, you know. We don't have any like crazy bugs or crazy like I don't know, termites. The worst thing I can think of in a home is bugs, and we ain't got bugs here, so that's all that matters. I've heard horror stories about people who bought a house thinking the house is all nice and all fancy, only to find out later that the house actually was not, and it was filled with bugs, but you don't know that. There's an entire TV show about it on TLC a while ago, where people would move into homes and then end up finding something crazy. Like they'd move into a home and they'd find out that it was actually like infested with snakes or like rats or like roaches. Like it could always be worse. It could always be worse. I like your glasses. They make me think of a nice teacher that's also a school librarian. Some people, when they see my not my marching outfit, I'm wearing my marching outfit right now. When they see my teacher outfit, they think of a librarian or an art teacher. And I'm like, that's valid. That's in the same category, you know? So that's in the same category. I didn't realize that. Thank you. Yeah, I go back and I check it because people have been redeeming glasses for a while. My glasses toggle is broken. I either start the stream without glasses on or I start the stream with them on. I can't, for some reason, I can't figure out what's wrong as to why I can't switch back and forth. So I got model upgrades recently. The mouth tracking and the face tracking got updated a lot better. And it's been broken ever since. So, but anyways, there's going to be a 3-minute ad break. During that time, I'm going to put the be right back screen on. and I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Also, that's a good idea, Jeebies, Loki. All right, be right back. Hello. I had a quick little bathroom break. I hope you guys had a bathroom break or a snack break or something. Hi, I came back. Hello. We're gonna keep going, okay? It says number 108. Does anybody besides yourself know your deepest secret? Do you intend to tell anybody? You wanna know my deepest secret, guys? Hi, Cereal. My deepest secret is that I don't have any secrets. Maybe when I was in high school, I was full of secrets, but now I don't have any secrets. I'm literally an open book. I don't have anything in my life that was so crazy that just has to be a secret. Like, and I remember that there was a secret I used to have. I remember it was like something I was like, I absolutely can't tell anybody, not even Kotaru. And then I forgot about it, so it was something that I promised myself I would take to the grave. I was like, I cannot tell anybody. This thing happened. I'm taking it to the grave with me, and I don't remember it. So there was a secret at some point, but who knows what it is? I don't even remember what it is anymore. It was something I remember I used to feel really bad about. I was like, I can't even tell Kotaru, but I don't. So I guess technically my deepest secret, nobody else knows, but I don't even know it anymore. So I don't. It's been so long, but I'm okay, Cereal. I'm okay. How are you? What is one small change you made in your life that had a much bigger impact than you anticipated? Live streaming. I started VTubing, and VTubing has helped me a ton of stuff. Okay, bye, Jeeves. Thanks for stopping by, friend. Live streaming, like becoming a VTuber, has had a huge impact on my self-esteem. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started streaming, I was an anxious wreck. I always tell the story that I started streaming at my lowest point of my anxiety. So I was extremely anxious at the time, and I was really frustrated with myself. I was always passing up things I enjoyed because I was too nervous to do that. And I was going to do the same with VTubing too. I wanted to be a VTuber, but it made me too nervous. I don't want to do it. But I decided to do it anyways because I was really tired of my anxiety controlling me. And becoming a VTuber anyways, despite me being anxious, was my way of pushing back against my anxiety, right? Of telling my anxiety that I can do things even if I still feel anxious. I want to be in control for once, right? And it was hard because not only was I anxious at the time, I also was very subconscious. I had like no confidence. And a big reason of that was because I was in college at the time, and I was constantly getting made fun of at college. My voice, for example, my voice is higher pitched than a lot of my peers in college. So I would get made fun of about my voice. Cyan, you're too old to be talking like that now. Why are you talking like that, Cyan? You're too old. You know, why are your voice so high pitched? You're too old for your voice to be that high pitched. You know, they're making fun of me for that. I was getting made fun of for my appearance. I like my pastel colors. I like my pinks. I like my blues. I like my white and my yellows. And I was wearing a lot of like dresses and skirts. I used to wear bows in my hair. And I was getting made fun of for that too. They were like, Cyan, why don't you just dress like a normal person? Why are you always dressing all extra and stuff? So I started closing myself off. I stopped talking to a lot of people, to be honest. And I stopped wearing what I wanted to wear. I started to conform. I started just wearing jeans and a random t-shirt because that's what people wanted. And I stopped wearing bows in my hair because people kept making fun of me for having a bow. I literally walked into band practice with a black bow in my hair. And when I tell you, my entire section pointed and laughed at me, like literally pointed and laughed at me, and then snatched the bow out of my hair and told me not to wear that. Like, it was pretty bad. So my confidence was very low. That's also the reason I left my band too. Yeah, I did marching band for years, but I had such bad experiences with band that I could rant about for literal hours. That I don't really want to play an instrument in a band anymore. I like the idea of being in a band, but I've had too many experiences. But yeah, I had such low self-esteem because I was constantly getting made fun of by the way I dress, literally the way I talk and the way I dress, which is like, that's you as a person, right? The way you talk and the way you dress is like all you got. Next, what? The only thing left for them to make fun of me is like the way I walk or something. But like, so I started streaming, and when I started streaming, I started getting a lot of compliments. I also used to get called annoying a lot as well. And then I became a VTuber. Oh, Kotara's home. And then I became a VTuber. And then as a VTuber, everyone was like, oh my gosh, Cyan, you're so fun to talk to. Cyan, I love your voice so much. Cyan this and Cyan that. And I don't know, becoming a VTuber was like the best thing that my self-esteem could have had. Because prior to that, people were so mean to me. And then online, I got complimented for everything that I got made fun of for, basically, So, yeah. One small change I made in my life that had a bigger impact on me than anticipated was becoming a VTuber. Like, this is the best thing for my self-esteem imaginable. Like, y'all really pulled me out the trenches. Because I had only known mean people before, and then I started streaming, and now I know so many nice people. That and like friends too. Like I had so many quote unquote friends that were like super mean. And then online I started making VTuber friends, and the VTuber friends I made were super nice and really fun. So I don't know. Number 110. What historic hello? That for me?
No.
Aw.
But there is one for yours.
You got me pizza? Oh, okay. Kotaru brought pizza. I got scared. I thought he ain't bring me now. I was going to get mad. You're going to see me. You're going to see the wrath of Cyan on stream. Number 110. What historical event would you most like? Would you most like to have experienced? None, dude. No. Huh? What are these? It's my list of... It's 300 questions that I found online. Okay. And sometime I like to go through them. You gonna answer them too?
Nah, I'm gonna eat my pizza.
Bro. Bro, why are you even talking to me? What? What? Kotaru, what historical event would you most like to have experienced?
The Carolina Gold Rush.
That's
so California. Never mind.
The California
Gold Rush. Something that involves me getting rich off of dumb luck.
You hear him? He wants the California Gold Rush so he can get rich off of luck. That is a good one though. I ain't gonna lie. Then we could be millionaires. We could be passing down generational wealth, you know? Nice people alert. Prepare thoughtful presents of free food. I like free food though. Can I be the one to receive the free food or? Oh, hi. Hello. Seeing the birth of the universe? What? You want to watch that? Why? Why do you want to watch that? Wouldn't you have to be on the universe to be in the universe to watch the birth of the universe? Like, I don't know how that would work. Number 111. Do you believe in fate? The idea that whatever is meant to happen will happen? Or do you believe more in a universe governed by chaos and the unknown? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I believe in karma. Does that count? Does that count? I believe that if you do bad things will happen to you, and that if you do good things will happen to you. It is a large reason that I am who I am. When I started believing in karma, sometime in like middle of high school, I started becoming a lot nicer. Not to say that I was mean in high school, but I wasn't the best either. I was like a chaotic neutral type in high school. But I became a really, really big goody two shoes after I started to believe in karma. So it made me nicer of a person. But I don't know if that counts. I don't know. Let me see. Number 112. What experience are you more proud of yourself for making it through? I don't know. What goes around comes around. Now imagine that saying distorted by flat earthers. What goes in a straight line stays in a straight line. Yeah, that's the flat earth edition. I don't know of experience I'm proud of making my through. I'm proud of not being as anxious as I used to be. I don't know if that counts. I guess that should count, yeah. I used to be a big anxious ball of anxious energy. But I'm a lot better now. I'm still anxious, but you know, it's a lot more manageable, yeah. Number 113. In a situation where you woke up in someone else's body, who would you like to be for a day and have them inhabit your body? Kotaru! I want to switch. If I could switch bodies with anybody, I'd switch with Kotaru. I want to go to his job and see what his job is like. And I want him to come to my job so he can see what my job is like. Like a thought experiment. I would love to see what his job is like, because he be telling me about it, and he be telling me about all these different people and all these different experiences he has. But I want to see, you know, I want to be right there. I want to experience it, you know. And I be telling him a bunch of stories and stuff. And I also want to I don't know, experience a different job. I've only ever been a teacher, so I don't know what other jobs are like too. I would want to switch just so I could see his job. That, and also so I could get his brain. If we could switch brains too, that'd be nice as well. Welcome to Puppy Academy, friends. Because I have an anxious brain, and from what I know about him, he has a quiet and confident brain. And I want a quiet, confident brain, you know? Something that be stressing me out. He'd just be looking at me like, dang girl, why you stressed? You know what I mean?
I would love to get on a plane and not be stressed out and just fall asleep and relax like he does. And I would love to get behind a wheel and drive and go far places like he does, you know? So if I could switch bodies and brains for a day, I'd switch with Kotaru. You would like to switch with Jeffrey? Who's Jeffrey? Speaking of jobs, I'm currently working with my dad in the garage. He's a carpenter. Oh, that's fun. You working with him right now? You working with him right now? How are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. How are you? I don't know who that person is. Who is the Jeffrey person? Number 114. What's a quirk of yours that few people know about? I don't know. I feel like I'm an open book. I feel like y'all know all my quirks. Oh, no. There's one that you wouldn't know because you don't live with me. I like to do dancey dances all the time. Kotaru comes home and I'll run upstairs to go greet him and I'll do a dancey dance. Kotaru exists in a space and I go do a dancey dance. I like dancing. They're not good dances either. I'm a bad dancer. I'm a bad dancer. I like the pokey dance though. You know the pokey dance? You know, like, hey, boogie yogi bum bum, the pokey dance. I like that one a lot. I do a lot of bad dances. Pokey dance is great. Yeah, I like that one. There was a time where I wanted to. There was a time when Kotaru was at work. I was at home. I'd stay home and try to learn some dances, but I learned I'm so bad at dancing that it's not bad at dancing per se. It's bad at controlling my limbs in the way I want to. I learned very quickly how uncoordinated I was this year because I'll try to I learned that I can't move too many of my body parts at the same time without getting confused. Like if my arms are doing something, I have trouble lining up what my arms are doing with my legs and vice versa. So I'm really bad at, that's why I'm bad at dancing. I feel like my kindergartners, like when I watch my kindergartners try to do some sort of movements, I watch them in real time try to figure out how to move their arms and legs at the same time. And I'm the same way as a grown adult. So yeah, your girl I can't dance because I can't move my arms and legs in time. I don't know. Now, dude, at 5 times speed? No. You know how long it took me to learn how to do the pokey dance? And it's literally just moving your arms side to side while moving your hips a little bit. I couldn't do it. When I first tried to do it, I literally could not do it. I literally had to practice doing it. It was really bad. It was really bad. I like that one. You need to move with the rhythm. I know I can do that. I can move with the rhythm. Can I move all the parts of my body with the rhythm? No, but if you want me to step to the beat, I can. By myself, by itself. I can move my arms by itself to the beat. I just can't do them both at the same time. Dancing one limb at a time. Yeah, it's a good way to explain it. I can dance one limb at a time, alright? You want me to do more than that and it's a little crazy. Which is really funny because I was in an HBCU. I went to an HBCU college in a band. And a lot of HBCU bands have dance breaks. And I was dancing. And I had dance breaks. And I couldn't dance very well. So it was a little awkward. So I wasn't very good at it. So a salute for your Poké Dance effort. You know, if I ever get a full body model with tracking, you guys can make fun of me because I'll probably do a dance stream and I'll try to learn a dance and you can see truly how uncoordinated I am. That'd be a really fun stream. But I need to have $1 million trillion to get full body tracking and a model. So, because 3D models by themselves are going to be like a few thousand. And then the trackers will be at least 1,000. So yeah, I need $1 million trillion gazillion dollars for that. Does Just Dance count? I suppose it does. I never played Just Dance, so hi Sugar. First hand cam stream, I dance with this hand. Yeah, we'll do a hand cam stream. The first stream, I dance with one hand. The next stream, I dance with the other hand, and then the stream after that, I'll try to dance with both hands at the same time. That wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, that's a quirk of mine. I dance a lot despite not being able to dance. So all of my dances are really bad and I would never do them in public. I don't care if we're at a party and people are dancing. I can't dance, so I just won't. Otherwise, people are gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy. Number 115, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? You know, I like to say I live life on edge, but I haven't done any crazy things. The craziest thing I've ever done was ask out Kotaru. Oh, I know. I got bold one day and I asked my mans out. Can you believe it? That's the craziest thing I've literally ever done in my life. I don't do any crazy things, sorry. I'm not a crazy person. I'm not. Oh. And then Tari said, oh, hey, Captain. How are you? How are you? What's... No, I already read that question. Number 116. Are you currently holding a grudge against anyone or anything? No, I don't hold grudges. I hold grudges until we talk it out. So, which means I don't hold grudges. Because if something really bothers me to the point where I am holding a grudge, I will just bring it up and I'll just talk to the person about it. So no, I'm not holding any grudges. Because I talk my feelings out. Can you believe it? I talk my feelings out. I know a lot of people don't do that, but can you believe it? I talk my feelings out. You like my character? Thank you. Thank you. I'm Cyan, the dog. I'm usually a teacher dog, but right now I'm a marching band dog. You know, I gotta relive my marching band days. I'm okay. I'm okay right now. Today is one of those days where I feel like I've been streaming for a million years, but I've only been streaming for an hour. So, I don't know. I really feel like today's stream is very long. I find that crazy sometimes. I'd be like, man, I must be streaming for like 5 hours now, and I look, it's like an hour and a half. Oh, okay. I think it's because we're going to the questions a lot quicker than I normally do. But that's because a lot of these questions I feel like I can't answer today. Last time we streamed, I only usually get through 20 because I have so many stories, but these questions are kind of weak today, I'm not gonna lie. 117. What small thing annoys you to an irrational degree? I can't think of that right now. What is something that annoys me to an irrational degree? Isn't that crazy? Because a lot of small things annoy me. A lot of small things do. One thing that I know that does annoy me is he said, she said. That bothers me to my core. Like, well, he said this thing about me. He said that you said that you don't like me, and I'm like, what? You like, that's the stuff that you see in like middle school and high school and elementary school, but it's stuff that I have and my coworkers have experienced literally on the job of being a teacher. Like from other coworkers. Oh, well, he said that he heard from this other girl that you said that you don't like me, and I think that's insane. That irritates me to my core. Open mouth chewing irritates many people. Oh, that's true. I had a friend. Yeah, I guess you could say rumors. Yeah, I had a friend in high school. She was my best friend for like a year, and then she like didn't like me anymore out of nowhere. It was kind of crazy. She used to chew with her mouth all the way open, and I'm not talking about like a little bit open. Like, no, she, with every chew, she opened her mouth as big as it can go before she would close it, and I don't know why she would do that. Like, I love talking to her, but I did not like talking to her when there was food involved, because oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That, and she also had no sense of volume. So I would be telling her a secret. I'd be like, hey, did you know that I have a crush on this person? And she would loudly repeat, you have a crush on that person? And I'd be like, bro, like, she did that all the time. That was another thing that used to make me really mad. I'm like, you heard me whispering, right? Like, if I'm with... Oh, he turned the TV on. My computer just had a stroke. It's because my Kotaru turned the TV on, and my computer is connected to the TV, so it just kind of did a little spaz. I hope it didn't spaz the stream out though. But yeah, I can't stand that. The yelling. I remember I was telling her something like really personal. It was really depressing and it was really personal. Something I was like, because in high school your emotions are high. You're going through a lot of different things. So I was like super like sad, and I told her that I was super sad. And I told her why I was super sad, and she repeated everything I said to her at max volume. This was when we were on a bus, by the way. On a bus, like on the way back from like a band performance, basically. So since it was at the end of the day, everybody was like laying down. Most people were like sleeping, and people weren't, everyone was worn out. Basically, it was at the end of a performance, and we were going back to the school to go back home. It was late. And she yelled that as loud as she could, and everybody turned to look at me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And she kept doing that. She kept doing that. That drove me crazy. Chewing with mouth open is potentially rude in some countries. Bro, it's rude to me. Like, girl, close your mouth. No disturbances detected. Classes in one piece. Yeah, class has been very peaceful these days. Very peaceful. That annoys me. 118, have you ever gone through any phases in your life? What is your most notable one? Oh, high school. I was going through an emo phase, but I was going through an emo phase. I liked emo bands, and I wanted to be like emo people. Wearing having the hair that covers your eyes and like the all black, wearing all black. But I was afraid I didn't want people to know I was emo. It was really odd. I wanted to be emo, but I didn't want to stand out because I was emo. So I would slowly buy more and more clothes that were black. I didn't want to buy like a bunch of black clothes all at once. Then it would make people suspicious. So I started buying slowly over the course of months. I would get clothes that were black, and I would wear them a little bit more frequently. I wanted to be an undercover emo. I didn't want to stand out. Until my mom actually did caught on, because my mom was the one buying my clothes, and she was like, "You've been buying a lot of black lately," and I was like, "Uh-oh." It was so silly. It was very silly, but there was a phase in my life where I wanted to be emo. It was so bad, so bad. But I wasn't bold enough to change up my style as like big as that of a change that would have been. Going from wearing like pinks and like bright colors to wearing all black like overnight would be crazy. Marching band and emo checks out. Yeah, that's actually why on my model, I have the hair that covers my eye. That was actually that was purposeful. I wanted to reflect my emo days in my model. So I put the hair to cover my eyes when I made it. When I designed it, because I didn't want to forget about my emo days where I liked having my hair over my eyes. Although I found out really quickly, because I did have long straight hair back then in high school too. So I found out really quickly that when you wear glasses and you have hair that covers your eyes, what's going to happen? Your glasses are going to get really dirty, and that really irritated me. It took me a while to get used to that. It did, because I wanted to cover my eyes so bad, but then I'd move my hair out of the way of my eye, and I couldn't see because my glasses got all messed up. It was so bad. Same, and I still am a guy. Emo days. And you can't see out of the eye. It is my bad eye, so I can see out of it, just not very well. And a little emo lives on inwardly. Yeah, I'm always a little bit emo. It's not just a phase, it's not a phase. Glasses and bangs, interesting choice. I can't help that I have to wear glasses though, I want to have the bangs, but I also can't see, so I can't really do anything about that. It is an interesting choice. It doesn't work out too well. It really doesn't. It just makes your glasses uncomfy. Is I see a cyclops? No. My longest phase was being a man. That's crazy, Pinky. Rawr. Yeah, rawr indeed, man. Let me see. What was the next question? Oh, 119. Oh, I'm not answering that question. What historical figure do you admire the most? That's boring. Number 120. Was there a moment where you... Oh, OBS disconnected. Oh, that's nice. What happened? Hello? Are you guys... Oh, no, they're not there. Oh, hello? Refresh. The internet bugged out for a second. Refresh. Refresh. Yeah. Hello. Are you guys? What? Oh my gosh. It's still connected on YouTube? Weird. It only disconnected Twitch. Because of that, because it disconnected, it's doing another ad break. Anytime my Twitch disconnects, it reconnects and immediately does a 3-minute ad break, and it's so sucky. But y'all just gonna have to sit through that, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. God, where was I at? What? I'm trying to thinking. Have you got any phases? Historic. Oh, the historical figure. I said I was gonna skip that one in the stream, and then haha Twitch viewers, yeah, make fun of them. Haha Twitch viewers, haha. y'all can't break the system. I mean, unless Ace can. I don't know why it's working again for them. You're mostly on Twitch. That's unfortunate. Ad break. I'm sorry, Twitch friends. Goodbye. Doesn't work twice. It doesn't. It resets after 12 hours is what I have it set to. So it does not work twice. Fun fact. Yeah, now my Twitch is in ad land. So what's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? My Twitch people are gone for OBS disconnected for 2 seconds. I don't know why I did that. I really don't. The rest of things were functioning. Like the internet was working just fine. I guess OBS just kind of spazzed a little bit. I don't know. So what's going on with y'all YouTube people? Huh? Y'all having a good day? All right, I'm gonna keep going because I don't really want to stop for that. That's unfortunate though. Where were we at? 120. Was there ever a moment where you thought you were going to die? I have anxiety. I think I'm gonna die all the time. It's really sad to say, but I'm so anxious. I'd be in the car. I'm like, oh, I'm in the car. Oh no! It thunderstorms outside. I'm like, oh, the lightning's gonna strike our house. It's so bad. And this is why YouTube is better. It is what it is. Each platform has their own ups and downs, you know. YouTube has good things about it, but it also got some bad things. And Twitch got good things about it, but it also got some bad things. There is what it is. I'm monetized on Twitch though, so you get like emotes and rewards and stuff on Twitch. I'm not monetized on YouTube, so that's not. I don't know if I'll ever be monetized on YouTube. You know how hard it is to get monetized on YouTube, dude? You need to have 4,000 watch hours in a year. 4,000? Huh? And shorts don't count. Shorts have a separate thing. To get monetized with shorts, you need to have 3 million views in 90 days. The most amount of views I've gotten in 90 days was maybe 200,000. That was when I was really scripting out all of my shorts and stuff. That was the only time. Literally the only time the most amount I've ever had. So that's not gonna happen. So we'll see. I'll get monetized on YouTube 100 years from now. Yeah. Oh, welcome to Puppy Academy, Max. I'm surprised you're not trapped in ad land right now. I'm stalling right now. I'm waiting. I know. Let me see. Number 121. What was the best opportunity you've ever received? I glitched. It didn't work. Wait, no, it did work. It did work. You're fine. Unless you tried something else and I don't know. What was the best opportunity you ever received? Oh, I know. I got a full ride scholarship to my college. That was the best opportunity. Going to college for free. Wait, ads in 10 seconds. I'm gonna wait. 9, 8, 7. I'll wait. Because I got a story now. I just remembered a little story. I was gonna say your best opportunity was marrying Kotaru. Nah. My best opportunity was college. I had a really good opportunity in college. Let me tell you, I got a full ride to college, right? So I got to go to college for free, essentially. Um, which my college didn't end up fully being free because I changed majors. And because I changed majors, I had to play catch up on credits for my new major if I wanted to still graduate within 4 years. So, and my scholarship did not cover any credit hours over like 18, which is what most people took. I took 21 credit hours every semester, so I had to pay for the extra 3 every semester, but it wasn't too bad, right? But I did have a full ride. And in my full ride, I was given a book scholarship. I was given a few $100s every month to spend at my school's bookstore. And my school's bookstore had so much random things. Like, yeah, you buy your textbooks, but once you bought your textbooks, you would have like a few $100s left over. So I bought a lot of fun things. They had everything. They literally had drones and metal detectors on that website, dude. It was kind of insane. I bought my first like microphone. I bought my microphone and Kotaru's microphone from my school's bookstore. I bought a bunch of AirPods. I had bought so many nice things. I had gotten an art tablet from my school's bookstore. All of it was for free. It was so nice. It was so nice. I missed that. Getting free money every like semester to buy whenever I wanted. I also bought a bunch of books too because I had a lot of money left over. I didn't know what to do with it, so I would just buy some books. I bought a lot of psychology books. You know, I'm a kind of a psychology and philosophy nerd, so yeah, I bought a lot of things. Speaking of being monetized on YouTube, will you ever do memberships? Well, you gotta be monetized first to do memberships. If I ever get YouTube monetized, if I ever get monetized on YouTube, yes, I will do memberships. However, I am not monetized, so I can't. So you're smart? Yeah, I'm kind of a nerd. That's another, we talked about quirks earlier that people don't know about you. I am kind of a nerd. I will pretty much ace any test you give me. I was stressed out this past since like between January and like April. I was really stressed out because I found out there was a lot of tests I had to take, performative assessments and tests I had to take to keep my teaching license, and I was so stressed out, and it turned out yeah, I passed all of my tests with flying colors. I did really good, like really good on each test. So I am I've always been a nerd. Had a really good GPA in high school. Had a near perfect GPA in college. I only had 2 B's in a class, and they were both 1 credit hour classes. I only got 2 B's worth of credits. What? I got 2 credits worth of B's. There we go. I got 2 credit worth of B's in college, so I was very close to a 4.0, very close. And then, yeah, I aced any test you give me. I am a nerd. I refuse to fail a test. Drones and metal detectors. You got a menagerie school store. Yeah, basically what it was. They had so much random. They used to sell gaming consoles, and I was really mad because the year when I toured the school, I went to their bookstore and they were like, oh, we sell PS4s and Xboxes. And I was like, okay. And I was really excited. That was before the PS5. And I was really excited. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to spend my bookstore funds here. And then the year I got to college, they stopped selling consoles and games. And it made me so mad. So mad. Mrs. Taru, I ask for your opinion. Okay, what's your opinion, huh? What's your opinion? Thank God I dropped out after high school. Wait, why? Why? Education is good. I'm a teacher. I'm always gonna say you should stay in school for as long as you can. I'm a teacher. What number are we on? Oh, 122. What always makes you nostalgic? I get nostalgic about smells more than anything else. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had this one lotion, I smelled it, and I was like, oh, this smells like my kindergarten teacher. I literally have a lotion that smells like my kindergarten teacher. It's kind of crazy. Smells I get more nostalgic about than anything else. What are your thoughts on the Magic School Bus getting a live? There's a live action movie for the Magic School Bus? Oh, I didn't know about that. I had no idea. I don't know. Most live actions don't go too well, though. I kind of wish they wouldn't do that. Like 90% of live action remakes are bad. I think there was one that wasn't bad, and I can't remember what it was. I ain't gonna forget Avatar, though. The live action remake of Avatar Last Airbender. They called everybody different names. It took like 10 different earthbenders, a million different poses just to move one tiny rock. Like, I remember that one. Oh, it was so bad, man. I think people said that Beauty and the Beast live action was okay. I never watched it, but I heard people said that one was good. I know Snow White's live action was terrible. I heard that one was bad. I heard the Mulan's remake was bad. I heard, like, I keep hearing so many bad things. You love my tail? Oh, thank you. It's always wagging because I'm always smiling. What would you like to accomplish before the year is over? I don't know. I want to say something unrealistic, like, oh, I want to be Twitch partner, but that's very unrealistic. I will not be Twitch partner by the year's over. Yeah, I want to be monetized on YouTube at least, but that's not going to really happen either. So I don't know. Ideally those things, but I doubt that's going to happen. I did see the live action of Beauty and the Beast, and it is good. Yeah, I heard it was good. Okay, I'm glad you liked it, though. Hey, Soul, how are ya? Number 124. Have you ever been offered a good opportunity but refused? No, I don't think so. If you give me a good opportunity, most of the time I'm not going to refuse it. I can't think of anything, though. What was the situation? If anything, I've reached out and wanted good opportunities, but have not been given them. Anything that I wanted, like, there's a lot of things I wanted to do, but didn't have the chance to. So maybe make the goal for next year instead of this year. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be for next year. I could do it next year, as long as I stay on my social media grind. It may be, but this year, oh, that's a bit much. My dad loves the live action Avatar. He won't laugh at what? My dad loves everything Avatar, and he hated the live action too. He was so mad when he was watching it. He was so mad when he was watching it. He was like, "Are you kidding me?" No, he was so angry. Two things my dad loves a lot. He loves Avatar: The Last Airbender, and he loves what's the series? Transformers. He loves Transformers. Anything Transformers. He's watched all their movies. My dad will even watch spin-off shows. Like, if he likes a movie a lot, he'll watch the spin-off show. Like, he watched the How to Train Your Dragon series from start to finish. The spin-off show. He's watched the Transformers shows. Anything that he likes, he'll watch everything. Care check. I will do my care. Don't believe he thinks cartoons are good. Weird. My dad loves everything cartoons. That's his favorite thing in the whole wide world. He only watches cartoons. You'll never see him watch anything else. Well, every now and then he will watch something nasty, like Mr. Pimple Popper. That show, there's an entire show. All they do is pop large pimples that people have. He'll watch that one. And like some other gross shows like that. He either watches cartoons or really nasty TV shows. So, I don't know. Cartoons are pure creativity? Yeah, they are. I miss sometimes when my dad lived in the house with me, because he would be in his room always. If he wasn't working or doing something, he'd always be kicked back watching TV of a cartoon in his room. That was like his only like free time, like downtime thing he would do. He did do art for a while, but at some point he stopped doing art and just only watched TV after that. My dad was into Transformers. Yeah, he loved Avatar: The Last Airbender and Transformers were his two absolute favorite things. Absolutely, he loves Transformers. He used to stim all the time. He'd walk around the house and he'd be like, "Autobots, roll out!" He's a big nerd. Yeah, my dad's a big nerd. There's something else you say all the time in a really deep voice. I can't remember though. Sounds like me and him would get along well. I'm sure. My dad is like, he's such a free spirit. Like, I'm a free spirit because I got it from my dad. Like, He's just as weird as me. I'm also a cartoon hater. Ignore my cat girl icon that's a yapping delivery woman that is way too curious and her tiny hat is so cute. Okay, that's valid though. That's valid. My dad is so silly. I'd be on the phone with him. The other day I was ending the phone call with him and I was like, okay, well I'll see you later. And he goes, goodbye. And I was like, okay, goodbye. Out of nowhere. He's so silly. He's a silly guy. He's the silliest, yeah? I like my dad a lot. He's the bestest. God, I don't know how we started talking about my dad. I didn't even answer the question that I had a good opportunity but refused. I don't have any good opportunities that I refused. So, would you prefer your family to be smaller or larger than it is now, or neither? No, I'm good. I like the size of my family. I have a pretty big family and I like that. Big family means a lot of friends that I can have with my family, you know? Do you wish you were more involved with your extended family? Yes and no. I got 2 cousins that live far away from me that I really wish that I was a lot closer to. One of the cousins, we were like best friends growing up. Every time I'd go visit my grandma, we used to visit my grandma twice a year. We stayed for about a week or so. Always during the winter and during the summer, we'd always go visit my grandma. And my cousin would come over and we'd hang out and play. I do miss that. I do wish I was more involved with like my cousins, but I don't know if you consider that extended. I think that's extended, right? It's not your immediate family, so it's extended, yeah. I have some cousins that I wish I was closer to. My little cousin, she's a lot younger than me. She would call me her big sis. I didn't talk to her that much. I wish I did. She's so sweet. Last time I like talked to her, she was in like 3rd grade and so small. And she helped me through a really sad time, you know, because we were experiencing some sad things happening in our family, and you know, I was there and she was there, but she was very helpful to me in that regard, I guess you could say. And I miss her. I talked to my dad on the phone the other day, and my dad was hanging out with her. He was teaching her how to fish because my dad loves fishing. He was teaching my little cousin how to fish. And then I asked him, I said, how old is she? Y'all, she's about to graduate high school. Last time I hung out with her, she was in like elementary school. It's so crazy. I saw her again when she was in middle school, when she was so big. And it was funny because she didn't realize how much older I was than her. I was in college at the time, so this was like, God, probably about 6 years ago, maybe 7 years. She thought that we were about the same age because by the time she was in middle school, she was my height. She was my height and my size, and I kind of have a baby face, so people always think I'm like a lot younger than I actually am. So we were talking, and she was asking me about my teachers and my classes and stuff, and I started talking about college classes. And she was like, wait, what kind of high school are you in? I said, high school. Girl, I'm in college. She was like, what? She thought I was a kid like her the entire time. She did not realize that I am literally almost 10 years older than her. Because I look small. I look small. My voice is higher pitched. Like, she didn't know. I think about that sometimes. She really thought we were about the same, because we have similar personalities too. She reminds me of she has a very similar personality to my college roommate too. So it was easy to talk to her because I had just finished talking to somebody who looked just like her and sounded just like her too. If I could do a Batman voice, I'd say, I am man all the time. Cyan, can I give your opinion on my art projects? I don't know if I'm good to give art opinions though. I'm not an artist like that. I used to be, but I ain't the best at it. I see a good puppy. Am I the good puppy? Is it me? It's fine, okay. I'm not a good artist. I don't think I'm qualified. I don't think I'm qualified for that. I could give you like opinions, but it's not gonna be a good opinion. Welcome to Puppy Academy. I'm like a whole Harry Potter series older than you. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh my gosh. My tummy just growled really loudly. Sorry, I've been calling my tummy stummy lately. I mean for that to slip out on stream. It's because I keep trying to say the word stomach and tummy at the same time, and it's come out as stummy so many times now that I just call my tummy my stummy now. That's just like my go-to word now. Yeah. Number 126. What is something you're hypocritical about? Something you believe but have a hard time sticking to in practice. Oh, I don't know. Stummy? Yeah, stummy, my stummy. I'd be like, my stummy hurt. I'm hungry. My stummy rumbling. I don't know. I can't think of anything I'm hypocritical about. Something I believe but have a hard time sticking to in practice. Now, I can tell you something I believe but have a hard time sticking to. But it's all VTuber related stuff. It's pretty boring. I'll be believing you gotta do this and that and this and that and this and that to get your channel to grow, and I do none of it, so there's that. I guess you could say that's hypocritical on a chance. I'd be telling other people, you gotta do this to grow your channel, and then I get lazy and I don't do it myself, you know? Oh, I'm skipping that question. That's a sad question. We're gonna go to 128. What is something you're inherently bad at? No matter how hard you try to improve? Something I'm bad at. Oh, graphic design. I'm really bad at graphic design. Like think thumbnails. Thumbnails. Trying to make my. I make my own thumbnails. A lot of them come out looking really bad. I tried to make my own like schedule template and other things VTuber related, and I never can. I learned really quickly that I cannot put colors together to save my soul. I've tried to make graphics for my channel. You know, I had like a event going on one time and I tried to make graphics for it. I couldn't do it. When RaMe, my VTuber group, first became a thing, I tried to make my own graphics for the group. They all look terrible. No matter how many times I attempt to make thumbnails and attempt to make graphics, I cannot make them work. I cannot make them work. And I've been making thumbnails for a good year now. I mean, I think they look slightly better now than they did in the beginning, but most of my like YouTube clips, the thumbnails are literally like a black and red gradient background with me in the front with a little white outline and like one other item. They're really bad. My projects are under art. Okay, I check them out after stream, okay? Let me see. Do you have any inherent talents? No, I was born talentless. Your girl is a jack of many trades and a master of none. I do a lot of things, but I don't do anything particularly well. I like doing art, but I wouldn't say I'm a good artist. I think I'm okay. I like playing the trumpet. I wasn't the best trumpet. I liked how I sounded, but a lot of rhythms were too hard for me to play. I had a bad range, so I couldn't play very high. I played too quiet, you know, to the point where I couldn't be heard, you know. I like playing the trumpet. I liked doing art. I like streaming, but I'm not the best at streaming either. I think I'm pretty okay at it, you know. I'm good at yapping, but like when it comes to like multitasking, I can't do very well. And when you're streaming, you pretty much have to multitask. Like, so I'm not the best at streaming. You know, I have a lot of things I like doing. There was a point in time where I was really into photography because my dad was into photography. The pictures I took came out pretty bad, so I'm not talented in that regard. Also, I feel like I'm inherently untalented when it comes to playing instruments because your girl can't hold a tempo. Did you know that? Did you know your girl can't hold a tempo? I rush all the time. And rushing when you're playing an instrument, you know, like I'm playing faster than I'm supposed to. I'm constantly speeding up when I'm supposed to be at a normal like speed. Rushing is something that's common in middle and high school when you're a kid, but most people learn to not do that. I have not learned to not do that. I have not. I feel like I'm permanently debuffed because I played trumpet for 9 years, and I still rush to this day. My favorite category, one of my favorite categories of games is rhythm games. I love rhythm games, and I rush with rhythm games too. I play Taiko no Tatsujin with my little drum. I sit on the floor at my drum and I play it on the Switch. I rush when I play that game too. So I could get all the rhythms right, but not get the full combo in the game because too early, too early, too early, too early, too late, too late, too late, too late. It's so bad. It's so bad. I feel like I was debuffed when it comes to music. I don't rush when I sing as much, I've noticed. I haven't really had much of an issue when I would like record myself singing and then lining up with the track. But I do have trouble keeping an internal tempo, which does show in my singing. When, you know how in some songs, like the backtrack will just kind of become completely silent and it's like the singer that carries the part? You know, it's just you singing for a little bit and then the instruments come back in. Yeah, that's when I start losing tempo, is when I can't hear like the backtrack anymore. Or my recent cover that's on YouTube actually had a tempo problem to it. It was a timing problem. It was the Kawaii Kote song, like I'm too darn cute song. There is a time where the backtrack cuts off for about 2 seconds, and then I come back and go, oopsie poo, you know, and I did not time that good, and I kept trying to retake it over and over again, and I kept not timing it well to the point where I just left it in that the timing's off. So, because I tried it, I did a million retakes and it was still off. So, and the final thing on YouTube, it's off as well. So, I mean, it is what it is. How are your Minecraft building skills? Oh, I'm bad at that too. I'm really bad. I'm not creative enough to make my own builds. So whenever I have built things in Minecraft, I literally have just been copying other people. It's really bad because I try to build my own stuff and it looks terrible. So I can't. Your girl can't even build things in a building game. I think building in Pokopia is going a lot better. I have built some nice things in there, but that's also because Pokopia, a lot of the towns give you templates, right? Like the building is half ripped up, so you just gotta replace the missing blocks and you fill in the blanks. That's the only reason why I build decent stuff in that. Funny you should say that. I'm getting into photography. I have a Polaroid and everything. Ooh, Kotaro likes photography too. He bought himself a nice little camera. Let's take pictures. Timing seems a real struggle for you. It's really bad. I just can't. It's less of timing and it's just more of that internal tempo. You know, a lot of people can hear a tempo and they can stick with it. I can't. I tend to speed up. So if there's a break in sound, I will come in early. If I'm playing along with a song, I will tend to go too fast and I will, you know, so I don't have an internal tempo, which it's unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is. And I've been playing an instrument for 9 years, so you know, it don't matter how long you play something for, you ain't got it. Sometimes if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. That's one thing. I built a coliseum. I do Chinese, Japanese buildings. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. What small insignificant thing gives you joys? Kirby! Kirby give me joy. I have so many Kirby in my room. Kirby's so cute. I see Kirby clip and I smile. Oh, I see cool Kirby art and I smile. Kirby gives me joy. I have so many Kirbys. They're so pretty. Stuffed animals give me joy too. Which is unfortunate because stuffed animals are big, so I never know where to put them. So there's a lot of stuffed animals that are just randomly placed around the house. I try to incorporate them in the house decoration. So like, our living room's color scheme is blue. So I have a Vaporeon. I have the sleeping Vaporeon plushie, and I have it sitting on the living room couch because the color scheme matches the room. So same thing with my Alolan Vulpix stuffed animal. Is also sitting in the couch because it matches the room aesthetic. So you know, what do you think of huskies? I am a husky. Huskies are the best. Hello, awoo. They're the best dogs. Yeah, Yeah. How do you think of tempo? Like hearing a metronome or more vague like numbers? Well, since I'm in a band, I think of metronomes, but if I don't know how to explain it. Like when I lose sense of the tempo, it's hard to explain because sometimes I'm aware it's happening. Like I'm aware I'm moving too quickly, but I get really confused. Like I start frowning, I start getting confused. I'm like, wait, what's going on? I'm going too fast, but what is the tempo? And I get lost. That happens sometimes when I'm playing Taiko no Tatsujin. I'll be going too fast and I'm like, wait, this doesn't sound right. And then I get confused when I try to lock back in. I'm like, wait, this doesn't sound right, but how do I fix it? Where am I? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Oh, wait, I'm going too fast. Let me slow down. Oh, but now I'm going too slow. I can't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain it because I'll feel like I'm in the right space and all of a sudden things just suddenly, I'll feel like I'm doing things right. And then all of a sudden things just stop lining up. And it doesn't make sense to my brain. Like, why is this not lining up anymore? I've been doing everything fine. And I'm like, oh, I'm playing the notes, but I'm playing them too fast. It's just really weird. We give you joy. That is true. Y'all do give me joy. I do enjoy streaming a lot because you guys are here. If I was streaming to nobody, I would enjoy it a lot less. So I will say that. Although I can still make a stream work and nobody's here, but it ain't gonna be as fun. Huskies have a great smile. I do. I prefer cats over dogs. They're more chill. I don't understand cats. I've never been around one before, so I don't really understand their body language. I grew up with dogs, so I am a dog too. I understand our body language. I don't know anything about cats, to be honest. Sometimes me and Kotaro go visit the cats at like the adoption place. They have open cat rooms that you could just go in and sit down and hang out with the cats. And I don't understand them. I don't understand it. I know if they're purring you, they like you, but I don't understand anything else about them. Sometimes their tail flickers. What does that mean? Sometimes their tail is straight up. What does that mean? You know? Sometimes it looks like they want you to pet them, and then you try to pet them and they run off. Why? And I don't know. Had a favorite Kirby heart emote and got the plushie for it. Happy day! Yeah! Pillow size too? Oh, I have a pillow size Kirby as well. I have 2 cats. My cats are an orange cat and they have 2 personalities, loving, affectionate, or complete chaos. Yeah, that sounds like orange cats. That 100% sounds like orange cat behavior. All the dogs I met are hyper. Yeah, they're just, dogs are naturally hyper. Yeah. Especially puppies. Oh man, oh man. My dog's hyper, but you can't meet my dog, Shadow. She's a little aggressive. You can't meet her. She might bite your face off. Well, you can meet her outside of our house. Then she's less aggressive. I noticed she's very defensive of our home. Like if you put her on a leash, if she's on a leash and she's not by the house, like at a vet, for example, she'll let the vet touch her. She'll be terrified, but she'll let the vet like touch her and stuff, and she won't bite them. But if you try to come near the house and my dog there, it's game over, bro. She gonna bite your arm off. Cats don't have eyebrows, which is confusing for humans, dogs, and other cats. They don't have eyebrows, I suppose. And dog, yeah. My cat loves petting. Oh, that's good. I found you on YouTube. I had to follow you because you said you either used to be a teacher or are. I am a teacher. Oh, you're on summer break before going back to teaching myself? Yeah, I'm on summer break too. I'm on summer break too. I'm not working this summer, so I'm being a VTuber girl. I'm trying to be a good distinguished VTuber dog. I'm a kindergarten teacher, yeah. How hypers are puppies, bro? They be bouncing off the walls, jumping on top of each other, jumping on you, spinning around. Their tail be moving at rapid speed. Is crazy. A middle school choir / math teacher. You teach both? I guess that makes sense, considering like choir would only be like 1 or 2 blocks in the day, yeah? And you would need something to do for the rest of the day, yeah? I'm assuming. At least I think that's how it works in middle school, right? Belgian Malinois are basically 5 shots of espresso. My dad loves German Shepherds, and he gets German Shepherds. But the only reason why he gets and raises German Shepherds is because he has a hard time finding Belgian Malinois around these parts. Those are his favorite dog. His absolute favorite. He's always wanted one. Always wanted one. But he's never been able to find one. So he's been getting German Shepherds instead because they're the next best thing, basically. And I run an anime/Dungeons and Dragons club. Oh, I love that! I used to, before I became a teacher, I used to be a part of D&D groups, but after becoming a teacher, it became kind of hard to keep up with all the different things I was a part of. I used to be really like a part of a lot of different collabs, a lot of different groups and stuff, but then I got a full-time job and I didn't want to do those things anymore. So I love D&D, I do. But when I get home from work and I'm tired and I don't want to talk to nobody, D&D is a lot less appealing these days. I miss it though, I really do. When I first started streaming, I was in college back then, and I had D&D every Friday and every Sunday. Haven't had time to stream myself. Glad I have some time during the summer. Yeah, I had to force myself to stream because once you deal with kids all day long, you come home and you don't want to talk to nobody. I literally had to force myself to stream. I do. But have you seen Finnick Fox videos? I have seen those. They're cute, yeah. Hi, Emmanuel. I've been wanting an Alaskan Malamute or a Siberian Husky or a Golden Retriever. Oh, you like the big dogs. You like the big fluffy dogs. Yeah. Yeah. I would love a Husky, but I can be the only Husky in the house. There can't be more than one of me. Because I talk a lot. I talk enough for the entire household, alright? I don't need another dog in here that's a Husky talking up a storm, alright? I am equivalent to like 3 Huskies because that's how much I talk. You have 6 German Shepherds? 6? Oh my gosh, I have 1. My dog Shadow, she's a German Shepherd. She's just a little baby. A 10-year-old little baby. Yes, she's elderly, but she's a cute little baby. Wow. Weird to say that. You know how my experience has been, but then again, I'm starting my 2nd year of teaching. An instructional assistant before. Oh. I will be starting my 4th year of teaching next year. Oh, you just finished your 1st year? Yikes. How did that go? The 1st year of teaching is the worst. 2nd is so much better. Like, once you get the 1st year of teaching is so hard. It's so hard. It is the absolute worst thing. But then once you get past the 1st year and you learn some stuff, everything becomes a lot less stressful and you can relax some more and you get more free time. I did not stream much my 1st year of teaching. I didn't. I think I streamed like once a week. I think I streamed like every Saturday and that was it. And even then I wouldn't stream some Saturdays too because I was like, I just don't feel like it. So I really fell off of VTubing my 1st year because it was so much. But by the 2nd year I was like, all right, I can kind of do this, and I started streaming more. And then by this year I've been streaming a lot more frequently, so it's something you gotta adjust to, really. Done my choir 7 different Japanese songs, and had a group of kids try to crowd surf me at the end of the year performance. That's crazy. Also, hi Caliber. Belgian Malinois are basically the only dogs that will find a way on top of your roof of your house. Yeah, they will. They're very athletic. My dad liked them because he likes training dogs, which is why he always gets German Shepherds because they're easier to train. And he wants a Belgian Malinois because they're easy to train, but they have a lot of energy and they're very athletic, man. Hi. Aww. My girlfriend wants to get a King Corso, which is a huge dog, but I'd just like to get a rescue pit bull. Oh, your girlfriend wants a big dog. She wants lots to hug. What are you talking about? I don't know. We're talking about dogs right now. I was answering a bunch of questions, so I don't know how we started talking about dogs, to be honest. We've been talking about them for such a long time. Let me go back to my question list, though. I was answering a bunch of questions. I was answering about the questions. What is one thing you've seen or you've seen or eaten that turned out to be really good, even though you initially didn't expect it to be? Well, I can tell you something I thought was going to be okay, but turned out to be the best thing in the world. Ramen is my favorite food. My all-time favorite food is ramen because I went to Japan back in April and we ate at a ramen shop and it's the best thing ever. It's now my favorite food is ramen, like real ramen, you know, not like the instant cup of noodles ramen. No, like real ramen. It was so good. I thought it was going to be okay. Like I've always wanted to try like actual ramen. But I did not expect it to be that good, especially when I first looked at it and I saw all the different things that were floating around the bowl. I was like, "Ew, this is kind of weird." There's like green onions everywhere and those weird brown things that I still don't know what they're called. I don't like this at all. And a boiled egg just floating in there. And I'm like, man, this is really weird, you know? And then I took my first bite in the noodles and I was like, oh my God. And I started in Japan. I ate ramen every day since that. It was literally the best thing. You're my student. Oh, hey, Lemons. Welcome to class. I hope you enjoy. Plus, she likes having a protection dog. Oh, yeah, a big protection dog. Was it Menma? A kind of bamboo. No, bamboo was in there. But it wasn't. Let me Google what Menma is. It's this weird brown stuff that's always in things, but I don't know what it is. Menma. Oh, wait. Oh, this is what that was. Yeah, it's the weird brown stuff. Yeah, it's called Menma. That's what it is. Huh? The brown stuff that's always in our ramen? They say it's a kind of bamboo. It's bamboo shoots. Oh. Me and Kotaru have been trying to figure out what that stuff is for ages. No, like, I did not know. Yeah, I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. I hate it. I've tried it in like 3 different ramen bowls. I tried it 3 different times in 3 different bowls, and I did not like it either time, any time of it. So I just kind of avoid it. I don't like the texture. It's like soggy on the outside. When it's in the ramen bowl, it's like soggy on the outside, but like weirdly crunchy on the inside. I can't get past the texture, and I don't like how it tastes either. Like it's so, I don't like it. But I'll eat anything else in a ramen bowl. I'm not one for a boiled egg though. I'll eat the white part of the boiled egg, but not the actual yellow part of it. The yolk. I don't like the yolk in the boiled egg. It's too like weirdly gritty. But I'll eat the white part. I'll eat around it sometimes. You love Menma? I wish I could like it. I wish I could eat everything in that ramen bowl, but it's okay. Also, bye. Bye, DVT. And bye, Ice Tune. Hi, CJ, and hi, Stoop. I posted my Husky in the Discord. Great, I'll look at it after stream. I want to learn quite a bit of languages. I want to learn Japanese, but I already started learning Spanish, so I feel like after I learn Japanese, I might backtrack and start doing Spanish again, but it's important for my job. Japanese, I want to learn as a hobby. Like, I think it's a fun thing to learn. Spanish, I feel like it's important for my job to learn, to be honest. My first year was actually good. You had a good first year of teaching? I've never seen somebody who had a good first year of teaching before. That's crazy. I learned during my schooling for my VA and credentials as a teacher, have a firm and stern disposition, but I learned if you connect with kids on their own level to be real with them, especially in today's world, they show you more respect. Oh, see, I work with 5-year-olds. Respect doesn't really exist in 5-year-old minds. Their brains are just, I want this, so I'm going to have this, or I just want to play all day long. So it's kind of, I feel like it's a little different than middle school, because middle school, you know, they're older, they have brains that like let them think about things before they can think before they do, basically, you know, and they contemplate things. Kindergartners don't think before they do, they just act. Like, it's all personality in kindergarten. No thoughts, all do. It's so chaotic. I'm not gonna lie. I've been teaching myself Japanese. I use music and takusatsu TV shows to learn the language, which isn't the proper approach, but it's helped me learn half the language so far. That's pretty cool. I only recently started learning Japanese after I went to Japan. Before I went to Japan, learning a language didn't seem like learning language was a fun thing, but it never felt practical because I was like, I'm not going to travel nowhere. I'm not going to get on a plane. So why spend all the time learning a new language? What I'm going to do with it? Nothing. And then I actually went to Japan, and now I'm like, okay, now that I've gone to Japan, going to a different country feels like a real thing. It's a real possibility. So now I actually want to learn languages because now I'm like, I actually can go there, you know? It feels like it's a real achievable thing. So now I want to go back to Japan again because it was so lovely. I love that place. And I want to be able to speak to people. I want to be able to talk to people, you know? I didn't like having to mime things. I didn't like having to mime things to people, and I didn't like having to have my phone out to translate stuff. And I feel like I probably disrespected so many people because I forgot to say please after things. I would say arigato, but I wouldn't say gozaimasu. And I learned later that if you don't say the gozaimasu afterwards, it's not respectful. I was probably disrespecting like a lot of people, so while I was there. So, you know, at least it keeps every day interesting. Yeah. I want to come back a respectful being, you know, and know all the different things. Had a classmate that was teaching me about basic phrases. Yeah. Like, yoroshiku onegaishimasu when you meet somebody, you know. Oh, watashi wa Cyan desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. You know. Back during my freshman year of high school, my friend showed me a show called Kamen Rider, or I heard of that one, and I fell deep into that show and all the different seasons, and that made me want to learn the language. In high school, I wanted to learn Japanese so I could watch anime without subtitles. That was my entire goal in high school, but later on, I was like, learning a whole language just to watch shows is crazy, so I stopped doing it. But anyways, y'all, I'm all talked out and I'm hungry. I didn't eat any breakfast, so I kind of want to stream now. I did not eat any breakfast. I may or may not be able to stream again this weekend. I'm not sure. I didn't stream yesterday, so I do kind of want to make up for it and play Gale of Darkness sometime this week. But Kotaru's mom is supposed to be coming here, so we'll see. I don't know how long she's staying for. Get some food and join me in VC. Oh, okay. I can join you in VC if you're doing something important. Go eat. Yeah, I am hungry. And Kotaru brought food, it seems. So he came back home with food. So I'm going to go eat what he brought. I think he brought pizza. Oh, we're going to raid Kimura. She's another doggo VTuber just like me. Yeah. Working on some constant stuff. Okay, she's another doggo VTuber just like me, so you should go give her lots of love. She's also very supportive. I love her. She's very sweet. We're gonna raid Kimikama. Like I say in the end of all of my streams, sayonara. I hope you have a good day. I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm really hungry. I'm gonna die. I'm starving. Okay. Have a good day. I'm gonna go start my speed run. Oh yeah, you go do your little speed run. Bye friends. Goodbye.